My name is Rosie. What brings you in today?
Well, I'm just feeling a little out of place. And after winter break, well, I should say during winter break, no one listens to me. I just feel like no one cares. And my friends are bullying me, and I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah, that must be very hard. It sounds like you're feeling very lonely, that a lot of your friends aren't in close places anymore. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, well, they're calling me smarty pants and telling me all these things, and they weren't like that with me before. And my parents just tell me to suck it up and not pay attention and just do my normal things that I do. But I feel lonely. I feel scared. I feel bullied, and I don't know what to do. And the teachers try to help me, but I don't want to tell on my friends because they're my friends.
Absolutely. It sounds like you've been trying to reach out to a lot of friends, but they're not really reciprocating those feelings, and they're also using a lot of unkind language. Does that sound right?
Yes,
Mhm. You say you've tried speaking to parents and teachers, but you don't want to get them in trouble. Does that sound correct?
yes.
Mhm. So you've told me today that you're feeling pretty lonely, and that you're feeling a lot of distress about feeling that loneliness. Um, as you think about the future, I wonder if you can envision your time where that lonely feeling isn't there. What do you think you'd be doing when you weren't feeling lonely?
I would be playing basketball. I really like basketball. I like doing the things that I do, but I like doing them with my friends. And when they leave me out and not including me and picking on me, I don't want to be a part of a team like that.
Absolutely. Do you feel as though you have other supports at school?
No,
You've told me a lot about school today. Can you tell me more about your family?
my parents are always working and they're very supportive of me playing and me getting good grades, but they don't listen to me as a person.
Mhm.
I love that they love me, but I wish they would show me that they love me and that they would listen to what's going on to me.
Absolutely. It sounds as if you aren't being heard at home. Does that sound correct?
Yes.
That can be really hard when you don't feel like you're being heard at home and at school.
Yes.
So, as you think about the future, I think a beneficial goal for us would be to try and find those support systems. You've let me know that you can't find support systems at school and at home right now, and that's making you feel very lonely and very alone. I think we should try and reach out to our teacher. You told me that you feel a little nervous, that you don't want to get your friends in trouble, but I think having a support system will be best for you. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that's a great idea, but what if they bully me some more when somebody tries to talk to them? I'm just really scared. I don't like confrontation.
Mhm. Confrontation can be scary, but we want to make sure that you are in a safe place and that you are in a supported place. So
I would like that.
I love that you love that. For our goal, we want to make sure that this is a specific goal. So, can you name a teacher that you feel safest with that we can reach out to this week?
I like Mrs. Wilson. She pays attention to me and seems to listen to me when I've gone to her for help with homework. And I think she might be able to listen or hear me out if I need help. I'm just scared because I don't know how to do it.
Absolutely. We're going to try and reach out to Mrs. Wilson because she listens to you, because she is helpful. Those are all really great skills that we should have in an adult. Let's see. We want to make sure that this is an attainable goal. So tell me if I heard this correctly. You said that you are nervous because you don't know how to ask for help.
Yes.
Mhm. One way that we can ask for help from our teachers are we can go up with another adult, we can put her notes, or we can talk to her privately. Do any of those options sound good to you?
I would like somebody to go with me and talk to them.
Well, would you like me to go with you?
I would love if you go with me.
Absolutely. All right, Wani. Our goal between now and next week is we are going to chat with Mrs. Wilson because she is very helpful and she's a good listener. And I'm going to go with you to talk with her. And we are going to game plan how we can feel more supported in our classroom because what you've told me is that you're feeling quite lonely without your friends right now. And we want to make sure that you feel the most support in your classroom. Does that sound right?
Yes,
Do you think that's a good plan? Do you like that plan?
I do like that plan. Yes.
Well, thanks for coming to chat with me today.
Thank you for having me. Well, hi, Alejandra. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good as well. Now, I know the last time that we met, um, your parents had described some concerns they had with your attendance and your absences and tardies and some missing assignments that you had. And it was a concern that both your parents and the teachers had.
Yeah.
You also told me that you had developed a new peer group, which
Mhm.
seems to have a strong influence on you. Is this still correct information so far?
Yeah, I got a new friend group at the beginning of freshman year, and I really liked them. I thought they were really cool and they were older, and I liked hanging out with them, but we skipped school a lot, and so I missed a lot of work, and now I just feel like I can't catch up. I'm just so behind and I don't know what to do.
Yes, I'm sorry that you're feeling that way, and I know that you've stated that you felt hopeless about not passing your grades.
Yeah.
What I do want to ask, I know that those are sad things and feeling hopelessness, but can you tell me a little bit about what it looks like when you're happy? What makes you happy?
Yeah. I mean, my friends make me happy. I'm a really social person. I don't like to be by myself. I think when I'm outside with my friends, like getting to do the things that we like going to the mall and we like hanging out, that really makes me happy.
I like how all that makes you smile when you're talking about that. That is really cool to hear. So now you told me a little bit about your peer group, that they're older, but the only thing is that they like skipping school. Are there some things that do that you do like that they do, that's why you chose them as a peer group?
Well, some of them I started hanging out with because they were just really nice, but then other people I started hanging with out because like they're really popular and this is my first year at this new school and I wanted to have someone that I felt like I could hang out with and not feel kind of lost, but I don't know. I feel like they started doing some things that I wasn't comfortable with, but we were all friends and so I just kind of went with it, but now like I just miss so much school. My parents are mad at me. And so it's a whole thing.
I'm sorry to hear that. Now, what helped you when you were getting A's and B's? Because from what I can see in your information, you were always doing good with your grades, and it seemed like you liked school. What kept you organized and being able to do that?
Yeah, I used to be really good at school. I would come home and I'd go to the library with my mom and we'd get to work on my homework together. Um, since I started high school, I'm in charge of doing my homework on my own. And so that's been different. But I don't go to the library with my mom anymore, and that's kind of hard. I am in charge of doing it all by myself, and sometimes I don't get that stuff done because I want to go hang out with my friends.
Okay, so I understand that. Now, do you have internet service at home that you can do homework, like if you have teachers that assign things that you'd require internet, so you have that service? I just want to make sure you have it in case I need to connect you with that service.
Yeah, I have internet at home. It's just quieter to do things at the library, but it's a lot of
Oh,
work.
I understand. I like the library too. It makes keeps me focused and being able to do things. And then what does your mom do while you're doing, or do you sit together and do homework together?
Well, my mom got a new job when I started freshman year, and so she's off at her job, but before she was at home, and so we'd able to go to the library together.
So now I've heard a few things here that, but it all seems to be connected to the same thing that, you're skipping school, which, accounts for your absences and your tardies and your missing assignments. And, but what I do like is that you stated that you were feeling bad because you've got far behind. So to me, that seems like you still care about school and that you're wanting to get back on track.
Absolutely.
Is that correct? Now, what do you think, or how do you think would be the best thing to do to get you back on track?
I think I need someone to help me stay accountable for my things because that used to be my mom when she would come with me to the library. But now that I'm working by myself, I sometimes struggle not to just miss everything and go out with friends instead. So I think I need someone to help me stay with my work.
I like that idea. And then have you talked to any of your teachers on the assignments that are due to see if they will be accepting them once they're completed or a timeline on when they would be accepted? So do you have that all figured out or do you need help with that as well?
I think I might need a little help. Some of my teachers are really easy to talk to, but some of them I'm a little nervous to talk with them because I feel so far behind and I feel like they're not going to let me catch up.
Okay. Would you like me to help you to go talk to those teachers, or would it be helpful to send them an email? What would you be your suggestion for this?
I prefer if I didn't have to talk to some of them just because I feel so bad. Would you be able to send them an email?
Yes, how about we send them an email? I will send them an email and then I will also talk to them, but I'll send them an email and I also include you in the email so that you can see then that the email is being sent and what is being requested from them. But then with the teachers that you do feel confident and not afraid to talk to, go ahead and talk to them and arrange something. And then maybe I would suggest putting it in a calendar. Do you have an agenda where you write in things that are due? Okay, because if not, I can get you hooked up with one. Okay, and then how about we meet next week just to make sure to see if you're on track to getting all your assignments in, and then anything that's ordered. I am sure that if you focus now, how much time are you willing to set aside to work on this assignments?
My mom really wants me to get caught up, so I will give you as much time as you need. How about an hour?
I like that idea. I think that's an attainable goal that you can set forth. And then if not, we can chunk it smaller because then I know that you'll have homework almost every day being in high school. But if you set aside a little bit, you have 16 assignments. So if we spread them out just as long as we do, but make sure that we're able to do them, we can get them done. And if you need to meet with any teachers, we can certainly talk to them and have them meet with you to get that all taken care of and help you along the way. We'll make you be successful so that you feel good and that you feel like you're going to attain what you need. And then what about the friends you were, your new peer group? Are you still talking to them or are you doing it a little bit less? Or what are your thoughts on that?
Well, my mom doesn't want me to hang out with them anymore because she doesn't think that they are good friends, but I still really like them, at least a couple of them, and I want to still hang out with them, but I don't know if I can because my mom doesn't want me to.
Well, and that's understandable that, she cares for you and she wants you to be successful in school. So maybe, like you said, just be careful and make some time to still talk to them, but make sure that you do your homework and everything else first, and then maybe reward yourself by talking to other people and friends, because it is important to have friends in your social group. Okay, so now what I have so far is that we're going to be meeting in the next week, and then make sure that we'll go through your deadlines and everything, due dates that you have for the assignments. I will share with you anything else that I get from the teachers, and if we need to meet before next week, I will send you an email to invite you to the meeting for that. Okay, was there anything else that I can do for you today? Are you feeling confident that we'll get this done?
I'm feeling a lot better.
Good, good. Thank you. Well, thank you for coming in today, Alejandra.
Of course. Thank you for having me.